UFC 89 is coming on Saturday, October the 18th. You better watch it, or I'm going to come and get you and make you watch it. Anyway, my millions of YouTube fans, it's Greg and Mark back again, and we're going to talk about the Michael Bisping and the Chris Liebman fight. And also, we're going to talk about the secondary preliminary fight to that matchup, which is against Keith Jardine and Brandon Vera. Mark says he calls him Filipino assassin, but they call him the Truth Vera. I don't know what's more true, but Vera can kick some ass. That's all I can say. Anyway, what is your prediction for the fight, Mark? The main event.
Oh, I think my prediction for the main event, we're looking at Chris Liebman here. I mean, this is I don't want to say it's a do or die fight, Greg, but I think this is a big fight for Chris Liebman. He needs to start winning. You know, he's one of the chosen ones they can say in Dana White's UFC. One of those guys that, you know, he'll fight anybody. He says he can beat anybody, and he throws at him, but he loses all the time. And he needs to start to do the walk and to do the talk. I really feel that when we're talking about Chris Liebman here, he needs to start winning. And a big win over Michael Bisping in Great Britain, home of Michael Bisping, that would be just one of the greatest moments of his career, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, Mark, that's amazing. My thoughts exact. I think Chris Liebman, he probably has a chance just for the fact he has a hard head. And I guess that's why he talks a lot of smack, because, you know, when you don't have nothing up there, you really talk smack. Anyway, I think the Michael Bisping, the count, is going to put Chris Liebman to the count, and I bet you the crippler is going to be crippled after the match. I'm going to say it's going to last probably for 2 rounds at the most. Anyway, my money goes on Michael Bisping. How about the second preliminary match? Back to you, Mark. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, my thoughts are, I feel that, you know, when we're looking at Brandon Vera here, this is a big fight for Brandon Vera. I feel that, you know, he needs to win this fight. Coming up into light heavyweight, moving from heavyweight to light heavyweight is probably one of the toughest things he's ever going to do in his MMA career. So I think with Brandon Vera is, you know, he needs to just be calm, attack, give Keith Jardine some good knees to the head, a couple good punches, maybe a roundhouse kick, and I think he'll finish him first round knockout. I think Keith Jardine, after getting knocked out by Wanderlei Silva, is still shaking over it. I don't know, Greg. What do you feel with Keith Jardine? Do you think he's going to win this fight, Greg?
Well, Mark, what I think about Keith Jardine is he's not a mythological fighter. What I mean is that he's not your typical fighter. He has some weird moves. He moves weird, so you don't really know about him. He's hard to figure out. I mean, if you've seen him in the arena, he even walks backwards. That's his, like, intro. So, I don't know about that fight, but I know Keith Jardine, you know, he surprised me by staying 3 rounds with Chuck Liddell. And also he surprised me when he beat Forrest Griffin's butt in a few seconds right in the beginning of the match. So you really can't tell with Keith Jardine. I think, you know, if he manages to hit Brandon Vera and get him down quickly, I think it's going to be over. But Brandon Vera, his last show against his opponent in the light heavyweight division wasn't really good. It went all the rounds. It wasn't a spectacular finish. It was more like you could say a split decision. So it's a toss-up in the air. I think I'm going to go with perhaps Keith Jardine for the fact that, you know, he's unpredictable and you never know when he's on the top of his game. And we've seen him do amazing things. So we know he can take a hit and we know he can survive. So, and Brandon Vera, I don't know. I think he doesn't look as good when he's down in weight. I think he looked better at heavyweight. So I'm going to give it to Keith Jardine, and I hope you fans agree with me, because I'm usually right. I hate to say it, but I'm usually right on my predictions. So So, you know, don't miss UFC 89 because it's free on Spike TV. And that's a bonus.
It is a bonus.
It's a real bonus. You know, I almost got tears in my eyes that I get to see the UFC for free, because all the time, once a month, I go to a bar, I spend about $40, which is cheaper than ordering the pay-per-view, because the pay-per-view is about $45, and after taxes, it comes to 52 something, which I ordered many times. And the only thing I can say is thanks, Dana White, from raising the price up from $30 to $45 in about 2 years. I still watch it anyway. Great show, but yeah, I can't afford to order it anymore. But I'm definitely going to see it on Spike TV, UFC 89, October 18th. You better be there, or I'll grab you out of your chair and make you be there. Well, this is Greg, and I'm going to give it back to Mark.
Yeah, man. I tell you the honest truth, man. I can't wait till this weekend's UFC 89 out in the Great Britain area at the I think it's the something O Arena out in the O2 Arena out in Great Britain. Michael Bisping's going to be the star of the show, but I think Chris Lieben's going to star in this show, in this movie, and I think Brandon Vera is going to make it look pretty easy with Keith Jardine. He's going to get rid of the mean in Jardine. I tell you right now. So, folks, this is Mark Spencer with Greg Campos. I think he has a few things to say. We'll see you next time. And remember, folks, elect someone in office in Canada. So long, everybody.
Hi, folks. This is the first time me and Mark we had a disagreement, because we're both rooting for a different guy. Oh, well. Then we both won't be wrong. If you see this on YouTube, you know one of us will be right. So you can't lose. We have a 50-50 chance of being right.
A 50-50 chance of being wrong.
50-50 chance of being wrong. But anyway, folks, all my millions of fans who have viewed me over the years and seen me and see what I can do, please leave your comment. Please.
We always answer them.
We always answer them, just like Mark said. And please, 5 stars, because, you know, our webcam really is pitiful. Look how blurry it is. So 5 stars, no more, nor less. I love all you people who love UFC, and I hate all the rats who don't. So goodbye for now, and see you back later. Ciao, baby.
Adios.